I've got wild wishes, someday I'll make them mine. Wild wishes, and I'm gonna have a real good time. I got a friend in Tennessee, wants to sing with me, a party in Lebanon. It's a 12-hour drive, my car's outside, and tomorrow I should be gone. I've got wild wishes, someday I'll make them mine. Wild wishes, and I'm gonna have a real good time. I got a friend in New Orleans, wants to dance with me, a Zydeco festival's on. It's a 20-hour drive, but a short plane ride, and tomorrow I will be gone. I got wild wishes, someday I'll make them mine. Wild wishes, and I'm gonna have a real good time. I gave away my dreams, thought I'd take them back someday. But life don't always work out that way. I'll leave a note when I find a way to say I left here today before I die. Someday I've got wild wishes, someday I'll make them mine. Wild wishes, and I'm gonna have a real good time. I've got friends all around, wanna meet in one town. Chicago, you can't go wrong. We'll meet in July, we'll be flying high, and we'll party all weekend long. 'Cause we've got wild wishes, someday I'll make them mine. Wild wishes, and I'm gonna have a real good time. Thank you. And I forget who it was, someone from the ACMA, when I was first writing that song, I was asking for encouragement. And Mary, I think it was, said, we have to finish writing it because I want to see where you go next. And so I did. Okay. Okay, this is one of my favorite songs. It's called Couple of Strays. And I wrote this with a friend of mine named Barbara Myers, who is a romance novelist. You want to write good music, get a romance novelist in it. He'd like to work, but his mind goes blank. So our sign just says, please help us, thanks. His tattered life is filled with patches, old battle scars, a few new scratches. We're just a couple of strays on the sidewalk every day. There's a shelter, but I can't go, and he won't leave me here alone. Someone drops $1 in our pail. I nod, he nods his thanks. I wag my tail. I nudge him up when it's time to eat, and we head for the dumpster at the cafe down the street. Everything we own is stuffed in our cart. My favorite bone, his Purple Heart. We're just a couple of strays on the sidewalk every day. There's a shelter, but I can't go, and he won't leave me here alone. Someone drops $1 in our pail. He nods his thanks. I wag my tail. We sleep in the alley, huddled close. Last year I swear we almost froze. Sometimes at night he wakes and screams. Someday I'll bite what's in his dreams. But till then, we're just a couple of strays on the sidewalk every day. There's a shelter, but I can't go, and he won't leave me here alone. Someone drops $1 in our pail. He nods his thanks. I wag my tail. Someone drops $1 in our pail. He nods his thanks. I wag my tail. Thank you. And just a quick little story about that. I performed that for a children's group at a church one time, and they were focusing on homelessness. And at the end of the song, the religious director said, "You know, kids, that's a sad song, and they all went, "There's a dog." They absolutely did not get the sadness at all. The guy had a dog, or the dog had a guy. Okay, I wrote this song about Immokalee. One of the crew leaders that I teach takes his crews up north as all of them do in the summer. And he was explaining to me how he loves the ride home. People I've missed across these miles, kind words, easy smiles, chilling on a lazy afternoon. Telling stories, lots of laughter, working hard, resting after, thanking God I'll be home soon. There's no place on earth I'd rather be, no place that means this much to me. On the road home, on the road home. Smiling, happy folks I know watch their crops and children grow. Life is always simple there. Spending lots of time together, talking about families and the weather. Just relax and breathe the evening air. There's no place on earth I'd rather be, no place that means this much to me. On the road home, on the road home. Well, I've seen many places, done many things. I've met lots of people, dreamed many dreams. But there's no place on earth I'd rather be, no place that means this much to me. On the road home. on the road home, on the road home. Thank you. And I am very anxious to hear Patchouli, so I'm not going to sing too many more songs, but maybe one or two. Let's see. My Woodstock song. I'm looking like this because I keep forgetting what keys they're in. I was at the original Woodstock, and the magic is still there. I was back on the 50th, and I've been back since, and I hope to be performing on that stage someday. Kaleidoscope colors along gentle paths, dreams of helping the poor. Peace, love, and music, blonde hair and blonde hash, protests against the war. Hair in a headband and rawhide on a wrist, waking to watch the lake and the mist. There was no doubt this was where she belonged, and she sang all night long. In a fringe leather jacket, a peace sign on a necklace, bell-bottom jeans covered with patches, a ticket to Woodstock, a guitar she named Alice. Precious reminders of candles and rain. She just wants to go back there again. By 71, magic was over. Time to grow up and move on. She forgot all the things that drove her. Farewell, Angelina, you're gone. She cut her hair and got a career, and lost herself for 30-odd years. Sometimes she remembers and sings old folk songs. Sometimes she longs for a fringe leather jacket, a peace sign on a necklace, bell-bottom jeans covered with patches, a ticket to Woodstock, a guitar she named Alice. Fading reminders of candles and rain. She just wants to go back there again. Now in a fringe leather jacket, a peace sign on a necklace, bell-bottom jeans covered with patches. Sometimes she plays the guitar she named Alice. Blessed reminders of candles and rain. She's found her way back there again. Some water. There's something jumping in my throat. I think it's some allergic something. Okay, my last song is the second song I ever wrote. I think it's still one of my best. It's kind of hard when you're writing new stuff and you go like, no, that one was better. So anyway, where did I go? What did I do? Did I get lost? Are you here too? Use your eyes and your ears. How did we feel back in those years? Who do I see? Her hair is gray. Could that be me some future day? When she speaks to me, what does she say? She says, go change the world, it's not too late. Age doesn't matter, it's a brand new day. Time matters, start today. I can't stay there, I live here, I'll find my way, that much is clear. I see the truth, forget your age. This is our time, this is our stage. Who will know peace because you exist? Who will sleep easier because you lived? Do what comes easy, use your gifts. Go change the world, it's not too late. Age doesn't matter, it's a brand new day. Time matters, start today. Thank you very much.